Hey lads, it's Josh here, just telling you we watched this arc in sets, and we were thinking, oh yeah, we'll just like watch this arc in one go and maybe release it all in one reaction. Yeah, that was way too long of a video. We had so much to discuss between episodes. So we didn't end up doing an intro for some of these episodes, and that's why you get this instead. And yeah, if you haven't seen the last episode, I highly recommend it. But in that case, let's just go straight into this episode. Just running around you the rest of the season on Patreon.
Many believed the freedom to use meta abilities was a natural
This
right.
is kind of what Anthony was talking about a couple
Especially
episodes
Chikara
ago.
Hitsubashi. He called himself Destro, the man who would destroy the present.
Oh, so Destro is like a name that they hand down. So there is a chance that his real name, is Dr. Doofenshmirtz.
The metahuman liberation
very much.
We managed to track down someone who has solid connections to the League. If we're going to approach them, the sooner the better.
Wait, is Hawk's
Enemies
double?
of the Liberation Army. If the government continues to stand idly by, we have no choice but to deal with them ourselves.
What is it with him and like doing the
Take
thumb
down the
finger head
leaders.
thing?
It's his thing, you know. He's giving
like-
he's giving everyone the L.
Welcome to the suburbs. Completely unremarkable.
That's just like your mom.
Hey.
I think you made it, Jack. It's your
Oh
guy
my!
today, so
This was the guy that Dobby was talking to.
You can follow my
Really?
A hero?
I get it. It's the whole city.
Right, you are.
Oh, okay. So this isn't who Dobby was
This is
talking
a
to.
liberated district.
Got it. It's a
90%
loot.
of Jacob City's
Leave
population
power.
is
What does he
Liberation
do?
warriors.
He slip and slides.
A mini boss, huh?
Anthony's seething in his chair.
I'm not even seething. I'm just
Oh.
disappointed. I'm just disappointed.
Well, there-
Not angry. Just disappointed. You could do better in this.
From this, I can deduce some things. No more support.
Not exactly.
I mean, he's wrong, but like,
They're having to ration the monsters that made them viable opponents. Elite villains that can't use
So,
is
he's gonna regret that.
like it's very good deduction, but he is very, very wrong.
In order to live their best and most authentic lives.
That guy,
That's
he's a
why
spray
you're such
bottle.
a nuisance. Look at
He's a
this
spray bottle.
What does he spray?
That's it.
He had his hand on his nozzle.
He sprays fluids.
It sounds like you hate
What
me.
kind of fluids?
What horrors in your past made you turn out this way?
Your mother.
Be careful with
There. That's the answer you need.
Okay, she's like,
Our forces
she's
will show
dead.
no mercy.
She can turn anything she touches into a bomb. They're not too
Bruh.
lethal, but she has lots of
Why
them.
did I get
Okay, they're not
reported?
too lethal. Okay.
Everything she reports on is a bomb.
If she touches you, do you turn into a bomb?
Exploded.
Oh!
Ooh. Oh.
They gave up their lives for that!
Transforming and hiding yourself.
Oh wow.
Bruh.
You're the oldest daughter of the
You know, like,
Toga
it's have
family,
target
born
dummies or,
August
like, sacks of
2nd.
bags
Last
they use
seen
for
at
top
your middle school
bombs.
graduation. Did you catch the
I know,
candid
okay,
interview
it's
with your
people.
parents? And they spoke to your classmates.
She's
too.
touched everything! Oh
Everyone
my
said
god!
I understand what happened.
Why'd you become a vampire?
You feel so much pain.
The reaction is
But
just
instead of
vampire hunter.
observing
She was
it,
like,
I want to hear it
It's
from
literally
you
just her quirk.
why are you a vampire?
In order to guide public opinion, you must appeal to emotion first and foremost.
It is interesting that
completely right.
they gave it a report. They gave the villain side a reporter. Like, you don't really see villains try and go for the press.
Through a normal
Mhm.
life. But I believe my life right now is normal.
Alright, get the stake. We need to put this vampire down.
You get the silver.
Can she copy quirks too? I don't remember.
No, she only copies appearances.
Hmm.
She
Oh, she's a
mauled her
vampire.
classmate.
She stuck a straw into Saito's wound.
She's literally drinking them.
She had the most repulsive look of bliss on her face.
Ugh.
So terribly sorry. We did our best.
Does she have a higher immune system? Like, what if the person was sick of something?
I think her quirk takes like, you know, stain licks blood to paralyze people, so I think their quirk just neutralizes like any diseases.
Tell me, is this your true face?
Hmm.
Oh.
What you felt was completely natural. You were interested in blood, but
Just
society
because it's
couldn't
natural
comprehend
doesn't
that.
mean it's okay.
It's
I
not
mean,
your
like-
fault the world wasn't ready to accept you. That's why you put a lid on your desires,
She could've-
suppressing yourself, wearing a mask over your true
Could have
identity.
worked in a blood hospital, like blood transfusions, maybe.
No! Where will you run to?
I don't want to interview. I gotta stay mysterious and edgy.
Toga, she touched you. She can blow you up.
Doesn't she get that I love
Well,
my
I'm
life?
thinking the way it works is that if she had a mind on her, it'll blow up regardless.
No, it said anything she touches, she can blow up.
You may kiss someone you like.
Anything she has
Mine
touched
is
in general.
different. I suck the blood of those I love. Don't you dare feel bad for me! Izuku trusts her,
Wait.
so I was saving it. Lucky.
How did it save without it rotting?
I want to get
It's in a special container.
Ugh.
Do you think she cares, Anthony?
Oh, crusty, crumbly. Even.
I want to be like you too.
Oh, so she can copy their abilities?
I was chased by the police and heroes when I pretended to be a high school girl.
Oh, this just got a lot more overpowered.
Yeah.
Moving. Don't get caught.
Get Aaron Yeager.
Am I
Oh.
Shaco's
Oh no.
Oh, so she doesn't. Oh, she didn't know that she could do that either.
She could only change her physical appearance. I want to become more like those I love.
Okay.
Headline that makes. This will be my greatest feature.
Dang!
This is violent.
That was
This is brutal.
unexpected.
I'm rooting for you. Know that, Tinko?
It's like a corrupted stream.
I wonder if this is a mental block like in Sherlock, or if it's something that All For One did to him.
On to what now?
How did you do that?
They were all touching each other.
Oh, so it's a chain event that you can do? Oh, that's
There's
so
something
much
wrong with my
worse.
eyes. Just now, it looked like his decay spread even though he didn't touch all of them.
I'm not the
So
only
they were
one.
Don't think flames as weak as that will impact my creations.
Oh my god.
Damn it! Toga, this can't be real.
Twice,
It
it's,
is.
it's okay. I don't think she's
Someone can feel
dead.
this cold. Crap, she's burning up. Shut it.
To live your intended life, you liberated your meta powers, but that resulted in a wounded soul.
Tomoyasu Chikazoku, MLA codename Skeptic, meta ability Anthropomorph. He can change things with about the same mass as humans, like fridges or desks, into sentient puppets.
Huh.
Your
That is weirdly
ability
specific.
No matter what happens to Re-Destro,
I mean, it's not the first time we've heard
back. We will not
density
repeat the
limit.
tragedy of Destro.
That's true.
So now are you starting to get it? I will persuade you to join the Liberation Army.
Oh, wait. I thought that. Wait. Wait. Oh, there's no after credit scene, by the way. I thought. Wait a minute. Did he actually get people to wear masks to look like Twice?
I think that was a hallucination.
Yeah, I thought it was a
But
hallucination
if that
too.
was the genuine strategy,
I'm trying to go back to like find a where. No, he got people to look like him. Timestamp 2050. You see, like the blonde hair. Everyone's wearing the same white jacket. I thought Twice was hallucinating it. He's
nope.
That's evil. I'll say that.
Yeah.
That is a good strategy to use.
It's going to be effective. It's also really vile and twisted. Turning off the face cam. Just out of force of habit again. Yeah, holy cow.
Also,
because
ripped off
that's
his mask.
literally using the PTSD as a weapon.
They ripped off his mask too, which means he's going to be. Yeah. This is the worst version of.
Out.
Yeah, this is going to be like the worst of Twice. Like he's not even close to being in like a sane mental state.
Nah.
But like,
nah.
Oh, this is terrible.
Yeah.
Genius.
Yeah.
But terrible.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. This episode was dark. This
Oh.
was brutal.
I feel like we've
Oh,
been saying
God.
that for like the past like the Endeavor arc wasn't like super dark, but it was like really mature, and then like just like the past 3 episodes have been really dark.
Yeah. Yes.
Toga's quirk, like, all right, we kind of talked about it a little bit, but you said something along the lines of just because it feels right doesn't make it right. With her sucking
Oh,
up
just
blood.
because it's natural doesn't mean it's right.
The thing I wonder, because like the reporter lady said that it was your instinct to do it. So can like, is it like vampirism where is it like affecting her mentally, like, or is it Toga as a person that makes? Is it Toga as a person that made like the quirk like really bad, or did the quirk make her? I'm not saying that the quirk made her evil. I'm saying like
Yes.
did the quirk just make it impossible for her.
Is it
to
nature or
resist
nurture?
it? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure.
Like if you gave Deku that, if
Yeah.
like Deku was born with the blood-sucking quirk, would he still be the same Deku that we know, or would he be more like Toga? It's an interesting question to ask about
Yes.
someone's mental ability,
Very.
mental stability, not ability, yes, stability.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty solidly in like the nature versus nurture debate, which is really interesting. I don't know. So like this show has people's personality reflected in their quirks. Their quirks reflect who they are to a certain extent, in really interesting ways. So there is a relationship between like the powers that you have and your personality and your identity. But that's asking which came first, the chicken or the egg. I would love for the show to wrestle with that just a little bit and like, hey, what happens if, Lemillion. What happens if Lemillion gets different powers instead of the powers he used to have? Does that change his personality at all?
That'd be interesting.
That'd be very interesting.
We've also seen it the other way around. Well, okay, we've seen it where this is such a like, just to, as always, to talk about Bakugo. Like,
of course.
We saw him before he got his quirk. He was a decent enough kid. Like, yeah, I mean, like, he's all right. It wasn't that much of a bully.
Yeah.
But when he got his quirk, his
Yeah.
ego just super expanded. Like, I'm the greatest in the universe. So we've seen.
Yes.
It's like the Death Note.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
The
yeah.
one
Power corrupts.
The one of many conversations we did not record.
Welcome. What can I say? Except
You're welcome.
tedious conversations aside. Okay.
But it's just interesting to think because Toga seems so young when she's starting to become a vampire. So it's like did her quirk make her more interested? Because I feel like the quirk could make you more interested in blood, but that doesn't automatically make you want to suck someone's blood. Like you could be interested in blood and want to work in like blood medicine or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Like Dr.
Yeah.
Morbius.
Dr. Michael Morbius.
It's Morbin time.
It's Morbin time. My favorite part of this episode was when Toga looked at the camera and said, "It's Toga time."
It's
Toga time.
No, she said it's Morbin time.
It's Morbin time, and she dropped everyone to fall to their death.
Morbin time.
Yeah, man.
I just love it when it's Morbin time, you know.
I love and hate that meme so much. It's Morbin is a word that it has no definition, but can be used as a noun, verb, adjective, and adverb, and everyone will know what you're talking about, but no one will be able to explain what you're saying.
I just want to morb so hard right now.
Yeah, that's the perfect way to explain it. Yeah.
I just want to morb so hard right now.
It's the best sentence in a movie that was not actually in a movie.
Yeah.
It's Morbin.
Yep, exactly.
It's a,
Just.
I don't know. It sounds like an X-Men phrase.
It's Morbin time.
A little bit, or the thing. It's clobbering time.
It's clobbering time.
No.
It's clobbering time.
My favorite line from the thing is when he went over to fight the Hulk and it said, "It's thing time."
It's It's thinking time.
Did he actually?
time. No.
Okay.
It's thinking time.
I was like,
what
wait,
does
wait.
that mean?
My favorite line in the first Avengers movie was when Captain America told Hulk, "It's Hulking time."
It's Hulk.
It's Hulking time.
I'm so sorry, viewers.
I'm not.
Was Morbius actually that bad?
It's I haven't seen it,
not-
but
it's
from
more
what I've
mediocre
seen,
than
it looks
bad.
really boring,
Got it.
which
Well,
makes
that
it the
sucks.
worst kind of bad. Like if it was
Yes.
so bad it's good, that's great. But if it's
Yeah.
just boring, that's just bad.
Yeah.
I mean, there are
Dang.
some so get bad it's good moments, like
Okay. That's not good though.
But it's not the movie. It's not the whole movie, which makes
Like the only, I mean, the best things about it. Well, actually, three things. First of all, the meme. Second of all, the fact that that the villain of it, the antagonist, is just he enjoys enacting as a like literally like the whole thing is that Michael Morbius is like, oh, that's just a terrible power. It's against nature and God. It should never be a thing. And his friend who looks at it and just is like, sensational.
sensational.
As he like drinking some random bloke off the street, you're just like, sensational.
Like basically, the villain is bad because we need a villain, and it is just like there's no real great motivation. Like the motivation is there, but he just goes so far off the deep end so quickly. It's comical.
Got it. Okay.
What was the third thing?
Got it.
Anthony?
Oh, the fact that it's JoJo reference. It's a hard movie. It's a JoJo reference.
I know exactly what you're talking about, and I hate it.
It's a JoJo reference.
Thanks, I hate it.
Okay. I'll do that later. I'm sorry, I'm distracted because I just got an email saying I just got awarded $5,400 in a scholarship.
Hey yo! Congratulations!
I know, right?
That's a great
Very nice.
Jamlads Matter one.
Yep. Yes. Exactly. Yeah. Hopefully, eventually, we're gonna have jam lads with two of us with bachelor's degrees.
Only two? Hey, wait, where am I in this?
You see, Anthony, you don't need a bachelor's degree to take over the world.
Ah, that's true.
That's true. That's true.
There you
It'd
go.
help, but-
There you go.
It would help.
Full argument.
We had two.
Oh, the reporter.
The reporter. I actually really enjoyed the reporter. I don't think she was as good as the Endeavor fanboy villain, but this was an interesting take to go with a villain.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. It's interesting that they wanted a PR person.
Yeah.
And brilliant.
It is actually really brilliant because they want the even though I don't know, the Liberation Army is kind of, they want to throw a revolution. A lot of people are going to die in that. They just love to flaunt their army. So like they don't have the best intentions, but having like a good PR and having that reporter on their side.
Give me a second.
For sure, having that reporter on their side, it's a really smart move.
Yeah, no, it's brilliant. Especially if your organization is ideologically based, if it's philosophically based instead of just my personal ambition, that's PR is going to be how you're going to recruit people, that's going to be how you expand the vision, etc., etc., etc. So like, yeah, it's a really smart move. And she is a really good
I mean, she did so much research on Toga.
When she said, is that your real face? And Toga froze for a moment, like, oh, that's really interesting.
Yeah, that made me think.
And makes me really curious. Really curious.
It makes me wonder, like, if that is not her real face, like, that means, like, she could probably store up to 2 people's, like, appearance on her, but she's always using up one of those slots. I don't think that's the way that they're going, but they could. Because it is a thing with shape-shifting characters for them to lose their identity at some point.
Yep. Yeah.
So it'd be interesting if we go that route with Toga, or if we already started that route with Toga.
Yeah.
But the fact that she's already that she's dying at this moment right now, or like she's really weak, I feel like her quirk would just disintegrate at this point, but maybe not. She's just she's holding on to it so hard.
there is also the other thing to talk about with her quirk, though, which is she can now copy powers.
Yeah.
That's kind of OP.
Okay, well, I'm taking it that she can copy powers as long as she, quote unquote, loves the person.
Interesting.
Like,
It's an interesting limitation.
Because she states like, I wanted to, I loved Ochaka so much, or I loved Ochaka so much that I wanted to become her. You know, like, I don't think like I think if she took the reporter's skin, I don't think she'd be able to get her powers. I think she needs to have like, some form of fundamental bond to them in their mental state.
I don't know. I don't know if I...
Deku, don't get your blood sucked again.
No, good lord. Well, okay, what would happen? She would explain.
Yeah, well, if it works the way that it worked with the blonde kid, Ayama or whatever, that his quirk is... He has one of those uncopyable quirks.
Yeah. Maybe. Or maybe not. Who the heck knows?
Who knows? Maybe that's just Ayama's limitation.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know, but I'm really curious. Other thing, speaking of exploding, there were suicide bombers.
Yeah! Wow!
Yeah. What the crap?
We have more than enough people in our organization willing to die for the cause. Dang!
Yup. Volunteers.
And they died with smiles on their faces. They were so ready.
They knew. They were expecting it. They're terrorists.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Also
I mean, like,
a cult at the same time.
I know it's definitely a cult. It's definitely terrorism and cults mentality, but like, it's just wow.
What the heck? Yeah, this. So they have to back this up with some really insanely brilliant manipulation that the Liberation Army is going to have to employ for me to believe that they can actually bring people to a point where they're willing to be a suicide bomber for them. Like, they've got to convince me that they can actually pull that off. But if they can, that makes them a really big deal. Really big threat. You know what I'm low-key thinking of is, this is going to be interesting when I say this, first season of Legend of Korra.
Oh, okay, with the Equalist?
The Equalist. Yep. Cult, terrorist, basically, big bad who's really good at PR. Really good at manipulating people.
Yeah, I see it now. The only difference so far with this is that Dr. Difference
definitely
believes in the cause.
I was always there.
Anthony, you missed Anthony or Micaiah's point of this kind of reminds him of season 1 of Legend of Korra.
Ew.
No, he's kind of right. Like,
he's got a point.
He's got a point. Like with the Equalist and Amon, like that the crowd mentality of getting because Amon wanted like equality for the Benders, and these ones they want equality or they want liberation for people with quirks because they.
But didn't he want the opposite thing though? He wanted to like.
Well, like that's like before the big twist. No, Amon wanted not in the sense of like what their goals are, but in the sense of how like they operate, like the cult mentality of it.
Yeah, that was really the biggest comparison. The cult mentality, the fact that he focuses on the PR, and up until the twist, he's super idealistic and etc. 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 Yeah.
The lads are like, "Where's the Legend of Korra reaction? Where's season 2? Where's the rest of season 2?" One day.
Someday.
I don't mean to be rude. Like there's a queue now. Stuff that we need to watch.
Yeah, it's backed up pretty hard, actually.
The schedule is very tight, and there is a big queue. And sorry,
you see, Korra was right at the tail end of when I actually had time.
Yeah.
Then I went to college. I don't have time anymore.
It's okay.
I'm on summer break, so I have some time.
You're not missing much.
Yeah, sorry for that.
Season 3.
For that.
I feel like you you would enjoy a lot more than season 2 so far.
I thought to say, but you tune out, so it's fine. I was say that, I was like, damn, Josh.
No. Like season 3, I think, is more enjoyable than season 2. But like we need to go through like a lot of. Well, basically, you just want to go through Attack on Titan mostly. And then
which means we gotta finish My Hero.
Yeah, Anthony keeps making Attack on Titan references, and it just completely flies over Kai's head. But
I keep forgetting he hasn't seen it, so every time I get all the signs I get, I'm just like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that'd be why. I never know when you're making it. I didn't even know you've been making them.
So we got 2 level ups this episode.
Oh, there was a heck of a lot more than that. Oh, 2 level. I see what you did there.
Anthony
Wait.
I'm not crying, I'm just sad.
I'm just disappointed.
I'm just
I'm not
disappointed.
mad. I'm just disappointed.
I'm just disappointed, exactly.
So Shigaraki can now de-dust, or can now dust.
There we go.
In
Josh, when you're editing and you get to the part where I say I see what you did there, you can put this on the screen.
Oh, I see. Shigaraki can now dust in a lot of stuff. Like he just
did
the whole squad.
Yeah, he did. That was a whole squad. I wonder if it's like an area effect instead of touch now. Like he has a ranged attack instead of just melee now. Or if they were just all touching each other and it was just a chain reaction.
I'm interested to see how they're going to explain it. I kind of wish or I kind of hope it's the chain reaction side of it, because that would be so OP if you can create like a barrier of like if you get in like this 20-foot distance, you'll be disintegrated.
Yes. Yeah. That they could do some really cool stuff either way. There are really cool limitations to both, which the limitations are the fun part, and they're really cool ideas and opportunities.
Yeah, like if you like basically one of the big things of fighting Shigaraki is like you can't do it in a crowd or a group. That would such an interesting limitation. I'm just
yeah, totally.
And then of course we talked about Toga.
Yes. Only other thing that I can think of for this episode was Re-Destro. Right?
Dr. Doofenshmirtz?
What's his name? Yes, what's his actual name? Restore?
Re-Destro or something like that?
Re-Destro, that's right, Re-Destro. Re-Destro had a theory about the Nomu. That theory is completely wrong.
He's so wrong.
And we'll fight him in the butt. This is really gonna suck for him.
He did everything right? He did. The conclusion was solid, right? Of all the evidence,
the logic was solid. Yes, yeah, completely. He just doesn't have all the evidence. He doesn't see the whole picture, and yikes! Oh no. This is going to be interesting.
I also don't think he knows about Gigantomachia. Like, he was tracing the League only after the phone call, which means he doesn't know that they were fighting for some... they were in that force for a reason. He does not know that they have backup coming. So...
Oh, man. Yeah. Yeah, no, this is going to be a total surprise. And he's screwed. The League of Villains is going to take down the Liberation Army before the heroes even get a chance.
Shigaraki's gonna be holding that L over Dr. Doofenshmirtz pretty soon.
Yeah. This is interesting, actually. They're dynamic, because Shigaraki is just straight up an anarchist.
Oh, yeah.
He literally just wants to watch the world burn. That's it. Liberation Army is interesting enough, also very anarchist, but a very different kind of anarchist.
They
want to destroy, but they also have something they want to rebuild afterwards.
Yeah, they have their own idea of what their perfect society is, which is just quirks. Everyone is able to use their quirks. You don't need a license. You don't need to protect the non-quirked people.
And no need to protect the weak. The weak will fall to the strong. Might makes right.
And they literally had like a squirt bottle quirk guy over there. Like, the weak are siding with them.
Yes. Which is weird, because if I was weak in a world where a friggin' giant dude could use his quirk whenever he wanted on me, I would be terrified 24/7 in that world. I don't want that world.
It's most likely just like most of the members aren't really thinking that far ahead.
Probably, yes. Also, probably they want to feel connected to the strength and the power, and they feel like if I do this, the strong will protect me.
Yeah, like if I was there in the beginning, they're not going to abandon me, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Meanwhile,
that's
they're being used as human bombs.
yes.
But it's for the cause.
Yeah. Yep. For the cause.
It's also interesting.
Every cult and all that ever.
It's also interesting Shigaraki and Toga's kind of relationship because Shigaraki
wow.
wants to destroy everything. Like he doesn't care. Like he's in pain, so the world should share his pain, kind of mentality. But Toga, while she wants to destroy some society, she also has she fights for what she loves or something.
She just wants to suck the blood off. She just wants to suck that Q.
I mean, like, can you?
She just wants to suck that Q.
But like,
I hate how that's literally exactly it.
He's out of line, but he's what's the problem? He's out of line, but he's right.
She just wants a loving family of group of friends as well that she gets suck. Stuck with 2 C's, no K.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean like suck our fracture resources? That's really golden. No, I mean literally suck.
Interesting.
Yes.
I'm looking at her.
Do you think if she drinks the blood of an entire person, she becomes that person, like she do permanently?
I think her time limit just goes higher. I don't know. They've never. I don't see a lot of blood to drink.
That is a lot of blood to drink. I don't know.
Toga's mentality is very interesting. It's
Yeah,
better
her
not to
motives
kill,
in
leave him to the
psychology.
big guy. But I want to do it myself. Because everything we hate should be destroyed. But like, her power also now does not operate on hatred. Her power operates on love. Huh.
Yeah. Her motive is really ambiguous, which is really interesting because it's constantly making us question what she's doing and why she's doing it.
Yeah. I mean, like, basically, I'm gonna just assume this arc is society. That's the TLDR of this arc.
Yes.
But it's, Like, Toga is a character, because like Toga kind of like operates off the Harley Quinn trope of, I think it's called the manic pixie.
Manic pixie.
I think that's what the trope is called, and it's not just for characters that are like murderers like Harley Quinn. It's like basically, it's just like just overly. I don't know how to explain it, but like
crazy cute girl.
I think I know what you mean though.
Like they don't have to be like crazy, but they're supposed to be, they're like this idealized version of something. Like it's my least favorite trope in a character. Jinx, it's done very well. Jinx operates off the same trope in League or in Arcane.
In League.
No, in League she is just the trope, but in Arcane she is that character, but it's not her entire. She has the trope, but it's not her character.
It explains. Yeah, there is context for it. There's motive for it. There is a deeper character to it too. There is relationship that it interacts with and is influenced by, etc., etc. Yeah.
And like I don't like Toga too much. I don't like a lot of League, to be honest. I don't really care too much about them. But I'm like, this episode made me so much more interested in Toga. Not like how the Endeavor arc made me love Endeavor, but this makes me curious.
You're intrigued by her. She's become fascinating. Yeah. She's not the kind of character where you're like, I really want to see more of them because you really just enjoy having them on screen. It's like, no, I want to see more of her because I don't know what to do with her.
Yeah.
And I'm not entirely sure what's happening, and that's the only way I'll learn. And it's like, ooh, this is interesting.
You guys want to see how the rest of the story unfolds with Twice protecting her in the next
episode? Yes. I've been waiting for this.
Let's do it.
Do it.